Good afternoon, guys. This is Ryan with Joaquin Trading or TraderBot Marketplace. How to test your strat with MetaTrader 4, Forex Tester, or the Probability Tool Suite. This webinar is going to be about 30 minutes long, so let's get right into it. These are called seed planting sessions. CFTC required trading disclaimer. The risk of loss trading any financial instrument such as Forex, binary options can be substantial. You must be aware and willing to accept those risks in order to invest. Don't trade with money you can't afford to lose. This is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell any financial interest. No representation is being made that any account is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to the ones discussed here. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Any strategies discussed are for educational purposes only and are not to be construed as specific trading advice. This material is for educational purposes only. Okay, what is the best trading? Is it meme or is it meme? I don't know. But what is the best one ever? Oh, dear Lord, have everybody seen this one? You got a stock trader here talking about Excel. Excel, really? What? Excel? Sale? What? Sale? 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 And then you know the whole joke here, and then everybody goes to buy. But in reality, this is kind of how it works. People trade on rumors all day, every day. So what has this got to do with backtesting? Well, without backtesting, you're not going to be able to know anything, and you're going to be just as blindsided as all these guys here that think they know their butt from a hole in the ground. So, a guy asked me, Jay, he asked me, hey, can you tell me about backtesting on MT4? Yes, I will tell you about backtesting on MT4 and what I think about it, and then I'll show you why, and then I'll show you how I backtest. And I use a different program, but here we go. First of all, on MT4, they have a backtesting program. Let me pull it up here. It looks something like this. Let me fix it inside the screen. There we go. Okay, it looks something like this. This is what it looks like. So here's some mistakes with trading with backtesting on MT4. If you're trading below the hourly time frame, you're doing yourself a disservice. Every single time that I've tried to backtest and get accurate results without, below the hourly time frame, it gave me horrible results, even though I knew the results and they didn't add up to what the MT4 was telling me. So if you're testing below that hourly time frame, in my opinion, it may not work. Trading inside the spread. Well, some brokers have really wide spreads. You can't backtest to an accurate degree if you're using like your entry that's inside the spread. Taking profits and stop losses less than 5 times the spread. Let's say the spread is 20 pips. I know it's a high spread, but let's just say that. And you try to take a profit at 40 pips, it's going to, I don't know how to explain it other than it is not good. Not good at all. Recalculating data. If you're not recalculating your data before every single trial, it's probably incorrect. I don't know why, but MT4 will run a script on top of a script or something. I don't know, and it gets all out of whack. Whatever. That's no good. Trusting third-party EAs. Oh my goodness, you've seen them all over the internet. They've got equity curves straight up. They look great, and then whenever you put them on there and you backtest them, it's crappy. Well, that's because I know how to fake them, and so does everybody else. So you can fake EA data that people has given you. And here's how you do it. If you want to fake an EA data, you take any indicator, whatever, you turn it into an EA, and then you make it repaint, and then you just let it run. And then after you let it run, you record all the data that you already knew that was going to come out, and then that's what you post. But every time you reset the data, it goes back to the crappy data. So, whatever. Some EAs are good, some are not. I'm not getting into which ones are or are not. Where is your data from? Now, you got to know where your data is coming from. Is it coming from your MT4 broker? Where are they getting their data? You need to know where your data is coming from to know that if it closely resembles the actual market. Now I use Oanda. They've got some good data. I use Epix Pro. They have some good data. But any of the Forex.com, they got good data. But anybody else, I can't vouch for. If you're not using every tick data, and if you're only using like close points and things like that, you're not going to get any accuracy at all. Okay, let's move on. MT4 backtester just doesn't work half the time. The other half of the time, it's marginal. It's marginal. Take a look at the following two pictures. Now, here's a real world scenario, and I'm going to show you a picture of this in the live market here in a minute. Modeling quality is 72%. Okay, this is a real world scenario. This is what usually happens with EAs. You're getting a modeling quality of 72%. Now, let's see, what is 100 minus 72 point, what is it, 0.23? So we're giving this EA a 27.77% advantage over us. That's just ridiculous. You want a modeling quality of like 100%. You're never going to get it in trading, but if you get it anything above 95, 96%, well, you know, some people say that's great, but let's look at it. So you saw the model quality at 72% right here. Do you know what it means? So it means that out of every 100 signals or trades or whatever, 72 of them is going to be accurate, and the rest of 27.77 are not going to be accurate. So that's kind of crappy if you ask me. Take a look at these two. Here's the same exact EA, but one of them had 90% MetaQuotes data with fixed spread. One of them had 90% accuracy, modeling quality, and the other had 99% accuracy. Now look at the difference here. It's two totally different equity curves. It's the same EA, but we don't know if it works or not. Now, if we can't tell if it works or not with a difference between 90 and 99, I mean, of course, you got to get as close to 100 as you can. You're never going to get 100. But if you get, you know, 97, 98, 99, it will give you a more accurate representation than even a 90% modeling quality. Now, the 90% modeling quality and the 72% modeling quality, this means, again, that out of every 100 signals or trades or whatever, only, you know, 72% are going to be accurate. If it's not accurate, then what are you even doing testing it? Why are you going to test something that's not accurate? Because you're just wasting time. You don't even know if it works or not. It's kind of, people want to test things all the time, but before you even test, you have to make sure that the data that you have is accurate. If it's not accurate, you know, take your data and throw it out the window. All right. I already went over that. So this is why I don't use MT4 to backtest. I use a probability tool suite and something called Forex Tester. Now, Forex Tester is a third-party program. I've used it for years. I paid one price for it. He's never asked me for any price to upgrade, anything like that. It's a good program, and it's pretty cheap too. And then I use a probability tool suite. This is our product that we offer. And I use these two things, probability tool suite and the Forex Tester. That's what I use to test. I'm going to go into them here in a minute. Yeah, I get a few dollars. Here's my quote-unquote affiliate Forex Tester link. It's in the comment section below. If you're going to use Forex Tester and you like how I present it, click on the link. If not, click on their link. I don't care. Does it work on a Mac? Yep, it can. And here you have to use parallels. And here's the link for it. And the link to this little slideshow is in the comments below. Here's a link to Probability Tool Suite. Does it work on a Mac? Yep, and you can use VMware or Parallels. And last but not least, if you want free data, I'm going to go ahead and click on this one here. If you want free data, you can go to a place called Hist Data. Hist Data right here. Where'd it go? Hist Data right here. Hist Data, and then click on Download Free Forex Data. Now you can use this inside of MT4, Forex Tester, whatever. Go to 1 minute bar data here, and you can choose. If you choose on Euro USD, it'll break it down by the year, or you know, some of them by the months, whatever. And then you can get current data up to like just a day or two ago, actually, and it's free. So that's that. Okay, what's Forex Tester? Let's go. What is Forex Tester? Let's click on it. All right, let me pull it down here for you. Okay, this is Forex Tester. This is what I use. I think I've got version 2. They now have version 3. And it's just Forex Tester. They give you a free trial. And you can go through here and you can read everything about it. It's just a fantastic program. We're going to look at it in a minute, but go check them out. It's over at Forex Tester. The link is below. And then what is the probability tool suite? Well, if you follow me, then you'll know we offer something called the probability tool suite. And here's the link for that. It's traderbotmarketplace.com. And if you click on there, you can just start clicking around and you can follow all of this down and you can see who we are and what we do, and just click next to see next or whatever. Or if you want to go back up and click on, contact pricing. I'll have some articles in there soon. If you want a free dashboard, you can get that. Just click on it, or click on pricing here. And if you click on pricing, just go down to the free one right here, and you'll get a free dashboard. So when you log in, you'll get a welcome letter. It'll tell you a little bit about who we are and what we do. Just navigate down. It'll tell you how to do everything. Just navigate it all. Go down to Free Strat Club. Hang on. Go down to Free Strat Club. You can see the strategies there. The one we had last week at 1. This week we'll look at that in a minute. Here's our ATM strike. We're gonna back test this right now. That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna back test our ATM strike. But let's get right into it. This is a strategy tester on MT4. Here's how it works. You get an EA, like whatever. There's a ton of EAs out there. I mean, most of them's no good, but you can get an EA. We're going to test like a moving average crossover. So we'll open up our strategy tester here. We'll go down to Expert Advisor, and then we'll click on what we want. I'm going to test this one right here. You can mess around with the parameters, whatever. I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to run it as is. You can mess around with the date or the speed, whatever. I'm just going to click Start. It'll take a minute to start. It'll wait for an update, and then there we go. It's going to start here in a minute, just as soon as this blue line gets to the end, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's moving and what that represents. Hang on. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to stop it here. You see these blue lines here? These are wins and losses. The blue means they're buying, the red means they're selling, and you can see where they're buying and selling at. However, and it looks all great and dandy, but it's not real. Let's let it run for a little bit. Hang on. Sorry. I accidentally stopped it instead of started it again. So we're going to let it run for a minute, and then we're going to go back and look why that may not be good. In the meantime, I'm going to open up Forex Tester, and I'm going to show you what that is. Uh-oh. Let me get it back down here where it's small and I can see it. All right. Good deal. This is Forex Tester in the bottom and MT4 on the top. Now, I don't know why that's not working now. I guess I'll have to stop it and start it again. I don't like MT4 Tester at all, for any purpose, under the sun, period. Hang on. All right. There we go. Okay, it's working now. We're going to let it run. You see how fast it's moving. I mean, it moves pretty fast. However, if it's not accurate, then it doesn't mean anything. You can slow it down. You can speed it up. You see how these ticks moving? You can see you can speed it up even faster, blah, blah, blah. And then after we got some data, we're just going to let it run for about 10 more seconds because we want enough data to see, how's our modeling quality. All right. Where's my graph? Oh, by the way, that's what it's showing you that a moving average crossover looks like. Report. Let me stop it. Now let's go to report. Modeling quality 72.23%. Now some may say, yeah, but you're not using whatever. I don't care. Every tick. That's the one you want to use. Every tick. Don't use any of the others because I don't know. They just don't work for me. I don't know. I may not have the capability to understand it, but for the years that I've been trading, I don't like it. I love MT4, I just don't like this portion of it. But I use MT4 for everything except for this. So that's what I can teach you about how to use the strategy tester on MT4. Let's look at this. This is called Forex Tester. First of all, let me clear out everything. What am I doing here? All right, I'm in here. All right, good. Okay, so I don't even know what I've got running. I just opened it up. It saved my settings from last time. I'm just going to unpause it. Okay. Oh, wait. Let me see. Okay, so you can back it up. You can back it up and you can start over if you want to, whatever. And you can watch your profit and loss down here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start a new test. Start a new test. Now, is this faster than just hang on. Save changes? No. Okay, what we want to do is we want to go over to tools and we want to test our moving average crossover. The same one that we just had. So let's put it on here, Euro USD, blah, blah, blah. Good. There we go. Now we're going to start it. Or we're going to unpause it. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, now while that's running, I'm going to open up something else. Actually, I'm going to pause it. Because you're going to want to see this. Where's my chart? Oh, there we are. Okay. So let's put them side by side. It runs almost identical to the way MT4 works, by the way. Here's your equity curve. Now watch. It's just a moving average crossover, and it's going to tell you with pretty darn near 100% accuracy, based upon the data that you have, what your equity curve would be. And you can pause it, and you can back up, and you can add other strategies. What if I wanted to run that, but I wanted to run another moving average strategy where I ran it in reverse, like 120, for the simple moving average period 1, 100. Simple moving average period 2 would be less if I wanted to run it in reverse. So, and what about my lot sizes? Let me change that to maybe, a mini lot. Okay, close. Now let's try it. We're just going to leave everything as is. And now you'll see it opening up buy and sell orders right here. You see these? Now my equity curve looks a bit different. Now watch the equity curve. Now this is taking every trade, but it would be using it in like 2 different accounts, kind of, because you can't hedge in a US account. So that's what that looks like. Well, let me clear it out. I just want to start fresh. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do any automated trading. I'll start at the first area of the range. I don't want to save it. Okay, now, so let's say we've got the RSI. I want to buy every time it goes down below 30. That's what they teach on the internet, right? Does it work? I don't know. Let's try it. So I'm going to go over here. I'm just going to press my space bar. Okay, now we're below 30 right here. So I'm going to get in. All I'm going to do is press Control B. I want to buy right there, and you can see my profit and loss down here. I'm buying 1 lot. And then if I want to let it run, I can let it run by unclicking this pause button up here, or I can just press the space bar and move forward. Now, if I move forward, by pressing the space bar, it's going to automatically track my profit and loss, like as if I was buying 1 lot. Okay, so right now I'm down $200. You can see that. And if I hold on to it, well, let's just see what happens over the long term. Ready? Here we go. Okay, now, so my profit is up. I don't know by how much, but I'm going to go ahead and sell it right here, and I'm just going to get rid of that. I'm going to press Control C to close it out. I got me a $1,500 profit. Now I'm going to press Control S to sell it, and I'm going to let it run. I'm going to see if it's going to make another profit. Okay, so I had a profit, but I didn't take it fast enough, and it went right back up here, so we're right back down to kind of break even. Let's just see what happens. Oh, where are we at here? Did I sell that? Yeah. Okay, so now right here, I don't know what to do because I sold when the RSI was up and I bought when the RSI was down. So, but guess what? I know my equity curve, had I actually did that and had I actually taken a profit, I can take a profit there. Now what do I want to do? right now, I want to look and see what way is the market trending. Well, it's not. It's not trending right now, so I'm going to let it run. I want to find a trend on the hourly time frame. Right now, it's not trending. There we go. Okay, now we're in a trending market. It's moved up. It's broken resistance right there. It's moved down, and it's getting ready to break resistance again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to scroll in right there, and this is how I backtest. I'm going to scroll in. I'm going to draw me a line right there. Let's see. Now, I'm going to watch this thing like a hawk. As soon as that gets up there, I'm going to buy it. You might think I'm crazy, but that's what I want to do. Let's see. Okay. It's up there. I'm going to buy it. Now, how much am I going to hold that for? I don't know. I'm going to go back and take a look at the chart. We're in an uptrend, so right now I've got a tentative stop loss at the lows, which is a very large stop loss, but it's tentative. And then we're going to just watch it. Now, I'm looking to make a small portion on this, but we're going to see what happens. Okay, so right now I'm up $140. Okay, so do I want to take that profit, or do I want to just let it run? Now, we're on hourly time frame, so each one of these bars is an hour. So, you got to take that into account as well. Let's just say I'm going to hold it. Let's say I'm a trend follower. I'm going to hold it. I don't know the outcome. I really don't. I might make a fool of myself here in a minute, but let's say I want to hold it. Where's my backup button? Now we're going to hold it, and we're going to move that stop loss up. If it breaks up above there, pulls back and breaks a high again. Here we go. Okay, it moved up, it pulled back. If it breaks a high again, I'll move my stop loss up. You know what's throwing me off here? I left my strategy tester work, or strategy list. No, I didn't. I'm good. Okay, so if it breaks a high again, let's see what happens. Okay, now it broke the high again. I'm going to move my stop loss up. Where is the most current low? Right about there. Now, what strategy am I using? Basic support and resistance. I'm not even looking at this RSI now at all. So that's how I test. Now, where do I want to get out? If it breaks the stop loss, I'll get out. If it goes back up and hits this this high again, I'm going to move my stop loss up to break even. We'll see what happens. Okay, it's up to the high again. I'm going to move the stop loss up to right below the low. It's right at break even. You can see that right there. It's going to be right there. It's not to the point, to the tick. I don't care about that. I care about areas. Now, if this was me, I am taking a profit right here. Okay, I'm not going to hold on to it forever. I'm not going to trail it. In a real world live example, that happened to me, I'm taking that profit. I might take most of it. I might take 8/10 of it and leave a little bit running, because you never know. But let's just let it run. Okay, it went back all the way down to break even, so that would have been a no trade, whatever. So let me close it out. Okay, so that's Forex Tester. That's how it works. You can get stuff written for it. There's not a lot online for free, but you can get stuff written for it. I've had programs written for it before. It's not free, but it is very inexpensive, and he charges you one time and never again. So it's a good program. I'm not trying to sell it. I don't really care about the little tiny commission that I'll get if you click on my link. Don't care. It's just kind of a cool little thing to promote, because I use it and I like it. All right, ladies and gentle people, let's see what we got going on here. We are looking at something called the bar run. Now we're going to look at yesterday's, well, let's look at last week's signal. This is a weekly signal. This is also how I backtest, especially for binaries. Okay, last week, Monday, June 18th, there was a signal come out, ATM strike, to buy it at 1.1585. Did that come out as a winner? Well, yes, it did. But how do you know? How do you know that I wasn't just pulling that out of my rear end and I just said it was a winner? Well, you can go into MT4, go back to June the 18th, Euro USD. Go to June the 18th. Where's June the 18th? Okay, since I can't see June the 18th, here's what I want to do. I'm going to pull out my handy dandy, hang on. I can't see it. There we go, my local time generator. Okay, now I want to scroll back to June the 18th. Okay. I'm going to open up a different chart. Sorry. That one's on weekly. This is going to be on daily. Now I'm going to scroll back to June the 18th. This chart's kind of ugly, but it'll work. Okay. Now, June the 18th, I'm going to put a line on here because I'm going to move that line. And I'm going to put another line on wherever June the 18th is. Okay, so let me grab this line. June the 18th. June the 18th at what price did we say? Roughly 115.85. 115.85. 115.80. We'll get it right on the money. Okay, that was my strike. Did that win or lose? Well, it won because on where are we at here? On Monday the 18th, it had to expire above 115, that area, on Friday the 22nd. So Friday the 22nd is right here. See this bar right here? So it expired above. That's the signal right here. That's last week. So you can tell it was a winner. This asset has 50.75% probability of expiring above a strike at 3 p.m. on Friday. Well, how did I know this? Well, because I'm looking at the tool suite here, and that's what it told me. Or is it 50.75? Right now it's sitting at 50.84 because it won last week's signal. So, you know, and there's last week's signal right there. Here's this week's signal, and we have, where is it? This week's signal says, Monday, June 25, signal direction sell, asset Euro USD, sell it at 116.69. Let's see where we stand at. Let me put a price bar at 116.69. Let me get in there to do it this way. Okay, there's our sell point. Now that came out yesterday. So we don't count the weekend. That was Friday. That was yesterday. So yesterday I said, okay, we're going to sell it here. And then price moved against us. Well, today it fell. And actually, had you taken an in the money trade on this, which was, the price point was 75%, that the strike of 117.65 is going to fall. That strike is up here. It was at the money yesterday, but now it's at very good profit-taking levels. So that's how you can backtest. You can take something that somebody else says, and then you can go into the charts and you can look at it. Now, everything that we do comes from the probability tool suite that tells you exactly how often it's profitable. So that's another way that I backtest. I use a tool suite to backtest every binary. Well, every binary thing that I do. So, all right, guys, those are the two ways that Ryan backtests. That's all I do. I use the tool suite, and I use the Forex tester. You'll want to find out a little bit more about us. Just go to traderbotmarketplace.com and start clicking around. I think you'll like what you see. We offer a free Strat club, free Strat every week. All right. Thank you, guys. I will see you either in the Facebook group or in the chat.